Hello, boys and girls. Now, one of my favourite books ever is a book called What the Ladybird Heard, which I absolutely love. I think it's a fantastic story. And there are some more Ladybird books that I really, really like. If you have a look on the website elsewhere, you might be able to find a video I did of the first book, which was What the Ladybird Heard. And now I'm going to do a follow-up to that, which is called What the Ladybird Heard Next. Let's find out. Once upon a farm lived a ladybird, and these are the things that she saw and heard. The cow in her shed, the horse in his stall, the cats who purred on the garden wall, the barn full of straw, the field full of sheep, the kennel where the dogs lay fast asleep. The fish in the pond, the drake and the duck, the hive of bees and the heap of muck, the hog in his sty, the goose in her pen, and the coop which was home to the fat red hen. What a lot of animals, boys and girls. Now, the fat red hen, with her thin brown legs, laid lots and lots of speckled eggs. But then, oh help, oh no, oh dear, those eggs began to disappear. Each morning, all the eggs had gone, and the animals asked, "What's going on?" What a mystery, boys and girls. "I'll find out," said the ladybird. So she flew, and she flew, and she saw, and she heard. She saw two men in a big black van with a torch and a sack and a cunning plan. They were Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len, who had been to jail but were out again. Said Lanky Len to Hefty Hugh, "Let's steal another egg or two." But Hefty Hugh said, "Listen, Len, I vote we steal the fat red hen. We'll make our way to the chicken coop and scoop her up in one fell swoop. Just think of all those eggs she'll lay us, and all the money folk will pay us." And Len replied, "We'll soon be rich. It makes my fingers start to itch." They don't sound very nice at all, do they, boys and girls? Let's have a look. The little spotty ladybird told the animals what she'd heard. Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len are planning to steal the fat red hen. Then the cow said, "Moo," and the hen said, "Cluck." "Hiss," said the goose. "Quack," said the duck. "Neigh," said the horse. "Oink," said the hog. "Bah," said the sheep. And "Woof," said the dog. And the two cats meowed. "Those bad, bad men. We can't let them steal the fat red hen." But the ladybird said, "Listen, quick. I've thought of a really clever trick." At dead of night, the two bad men opened the coop and snatched the hen. But the fat red hen began to cluck. "Why don't you steal the downy duck? Her eggs are bigger far than mine, and people say they taste divine." "Good thinking that," said Lanky Len. They tiptoed to the pond, and then the downy duck began to quack. Can you quack, boys and girls? Ready? Quack, 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 quack. "Oh, please don't put me in your sack. Why don't you steal the goose instead? She's bigger still and better fed. Her eggs are huge and tasty too." "Good thinking that," said Hefty Hugh. There they are, look. These men trying to steal the farm animals. Not very nice. But when they tried to seize the goose, she hissed at them. Can you hiss, boys and girls? Will we give it a go? You ready? Hiss! Hiss! She hissed at them, I'm not much use. Why don't you steal that great big bird, the super duper snuggly snurd? Super duper snuggly snurd. Don't think I've ever heard of a super duper snuggly snurd. What? Said Len. And who? Said Hugh. The goose replied, I thought you knew. She lays the biggest eggs of all. Each one looks like a rugby ball. I don't think this is a real thing, boys and girls. You ever seen a super duper snuggly snurd? I don't think this is a real bird at all. I think this goose might be playing a trick on them. The duck joined in. She's friendly too. I'm sure she'd love to live with you. She'll put an end to all your cares. You'll very soon be millionaires. Where is this snurd? Asked Lanky Len. Not far away, chipped in the hen. She lives inside that big brown heap. You'll find her there. She's fast asleep. I don't know. What do you think that is, boys and girls? The two thieves laughed. We've got it made. Let's take turns with the farmer's spade. They dug, and Len said, Boo! It stinks! And Hugh said, So do you. And Len said, Where's that giant bird? The super duper snuggly snurd. She's rather shy, the goose replied. She must be hiding deep inside. Boys and girls, what are they digging through? So they dug a tunnel nice and deep. That's it, said Hugh. Now in we creep. I think we're nearly there, said Len. The snurd will soon be ours. But then, what do you think's going to happen, boys and girls? The heap collapsed, and Hugh said, Yuck, we're covered head to toe in muck. And Len complained, There is no snurd, they just made up that giant bird. Ooh, what are they covered in, boys and girls? Ooh, that's disgusting. Ooh, don't think I'd like that to happen to me. Then the other animals gathered round and all let out a deafening sound. Deafening, what does that mean? If something is deafening? Ask your grown-up. It's a great word. Ask your grown-up. What does deafening mean? They all let out a deafening sound. Nay! Oink! Bah! Woof woof! Meow! What a racket! What a row! The farmer woke and said, Goodness me! And he had a word with his prize queen bee. Buzz, buzz. And the bees chased after the two bad men who never came back to the farm again. Then the cow said, Moo. And the hen said, Cluck. Hiss, said the goose. Quack, said the duck. Neigh, said the horse. Oink, said the hog. Bah, said the sheep. And woof, said the dog. And the farmer cheered, and both cats purred. But the ladybird said never a word. And neither did the snuggly snurd. The end, boys and girls. What the ladybird heard next. Fantastic story. I hope you enjoyed it. I love that story. I love those stories, the ladybird stories. I love all the animal sounds in them. And animal sounds are a really, really important part of developing our listening skills. Phase 1 phonics, a lot of it is about listening to different sounds in the environment. That might be police sirens when you're walking down the street. It might be birds singing in the trees when you're in the park. It might be animal sounds and knowing which animal sounds go with which animal. And so I've got a fantastic game for us to play with that now. Right, so this is a very straightforward game. All you need is a box and some pictures of animals or some toy animals. And what you do is you get your toy animal or picture of an animal and you put it under the box. And then, grown-ups, you're going to make the noise of the animals for your boys and girls at home. So what animals, boys and girls, do you think makes this noise? You ready? Alright, so if you said cow, you would be right. You guessed correctly. Good job. Okay, so let's take that one out. Put our box down again. And let's see what animal we're going to put under this time. Okay. So, boys and girls, what animal makes this sound? You ready? Quack, quack. Quack. Quack, quack, quack. 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 What animal makes that sound? Boys and girls, if you said duck, you are correct. A duck goes quack. And let's see, we'll do one more. Got a good one here. So what animal am I going to do next? Let's see, what animal makes this noise, boys and girls? Oink, 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 oink. All right, so if you said pig, you guessed correctly. Well done. Right, grown-ups, now that you've had a go picking the animals and putting them in the box, give your little boys and girls a go at picking the animals and making the sounds themselves. It's very important that they have a go at it. And remember, you don't have to use pictures. You can use animal toys yourself, okay? And, when you're out on a walk as well, maybe if you're in the park, see what sounds you can hear there. When you're walking down the street, see what sounds you can hear there. There are sounds everywhere, and it's very important that we recognize the sounds in the environment.